Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So last week I received a comment on one of the videos that I have posted on the channel, and Felice Lule wrote, "Thank you for sharing this. By the way, any guide on institutions teaching of photography?" As someone who has never gone to any institution or as someone who has never sat in any class to learn a photography, to learn a videography, that is hard for me, because I would love to share an institution or to share something that I'm 100% sure that it is going to work for you. As someone who has learned these skills of the internet, and as someone who has learned from fellow creatives, photographers, videographers, and some filmmaker, I decided to make this video to share with you some of the resources that you need that will help you to master the art of photography without going into a classroom or without spending a lot of money in an institution to master a photography. I believe by the end of this video you will have learned a way how you can become a great photographer, and people will start paying you to take pictures for them. That is if you follow and practice what I'm going to say in this video. And if you are someone who loves to learn a photography and you're non-Lule, this video will also benefit you, because this is a video that I was hoping to create last year, but I decided to postpone it because I wanted to give it my all attention, and I wanted to share with you my honest way of mastering the art of photography. We shall start with the tools you will need to practice the photography skill or to master the photography skill. First and foremost, you'll need a laptop, you'll need a camera with a kit lens, you'll need a phone, and you'll need access to internet. At some point, you will also need a tripod. That is when we get to the level of niching down and you are practicing landscape photography, you're practicing all these other types of photography as you are going to learn in this video. Since photography is a practical skill, these steps will need you to practice as much as possible. On day one, you'll need to go on the laptop and type in introduction to photography. Why this topic is important is because you will need to learn the principles of photography, why photography is called photography, and to learn what photography is all about. And as you read and as you watch videos on YouTube, you will understand that photography is beyond just taking pictures, but it's about telling stories, be it in weddings, be it in studio photography, be it in all these other kinds and types of photography. You will understand that a photography is more than just taking pictures, but it's about telling a story. So on the first day, read about introduction to photography, and that will be the exercise that you will have for the first day. On the second day, pick up your camera and study your camera. Look at the outer labels on this camera. Look at the buttons on this camera and study them. As you're studying this camera, there is only one button that you'll need to look for. That is the button that turns on the camera and the button that turns off the camera. Once you find this button, your exercise will be done, because that is all you need to learn for the first day. Not forgetting, you look for the shutter button. That is the button that will help you to trigger the camera to take pictures. So once you find these two buttons, the on and off button and the shutter button, that will be all for the second day. On the third day, research about the ISO, read about it, and go on YouTube and watch videos about ISO. At the end of every video you're going to watch, pick up your camera and practice what that video says. Take pictures, and the number of pictures you'll need to take 100 pictures with high and low ISO. That is 50 pictures with low ISO and 50 pictures with high ISO. In the evening, look at these pictures, look at them keenly and spot the difference between the two sides of the ISOs. That will be your exercise for that day. Shutter speed. This is the camera setting that controls a speed, or this is the camera setting that enables your camera to capture motion. Go and read about shutter speed. Go and watch videos that talk about shutter speed. And by the end of every video that you will have watched, go and take 50 pictures with a low shutter speed, and then go and take other 50 pictures with a high shutter speed. Look at these pictures, study them, and see the difference between the pictures you have taken with a low shutter speed and the pictures you have taken with a high shutter speed. This will be it for this day. Then take a rest and prepare for the next day. On the following day, research about aperture or f-stop. Read about it and watch videos about f-stop. After watching every video, or practice what that video says, look at these pictures. See the difference with the pictures you have taken with a low f-stop and the pictures you have taken with a high f-stop. That will be your exercise for that day. On the following day, go and read about the exposure triangle. Why this is important? It's because the exposure triangle is the combination of the three camera settings that you have been reading and researching about. So now you are going to learn how to combine these settings and make them work for you. So study about the exposure triangle, watch videos that are talking about the exposure triangle, and at the end of each video, go and practice. The difference with the previous exercises is you have been playing with one setting, and now you're going to be playing with all the three settings, and you're taking pictures with different settings. At the end of the day, take 100 pictures while you're following the exposure triangle, while you're playing with these three settings. Look at the pictures that you have taken in that day. You will see the difference with the pictures you have been taking previously. On the following day, read about the rule of thirds. Now, the rule of thirds is one of the guiding principles in photography that photographers use to compose their images. Read about the rule of thirds and watch videos that talk about the rule of thirds. How can you set the rule of thirds on your camera? At the end of each video, practice. Go out, take 100 pictures that imitate what you have learned in the videos you have been watching and what imitates what you have learned from what you have read. After that exercise, rest and prepare for the next day. On the next day, you're going to read about composition and framing. And composition is the way how photographers tell stories. Composition is the way how photographers see life while they are taking pictures. Photographers use composition to frame and take pictures the way you see them taken. On this day, read about composition, study composition, watch videos that talk about composition, and when you are done watching videos, when you are done reading about this concept, go out and take 100 pictures while you're following this principle. That will be the exercise for that day. On another day, wake up, prepare yourself, grab the camera, and go take pictures while you're practicing all the things that you have learned in the past days. Take 100 pictures while you're following the rule of thirds. Take 100 pictures while you're following the exposure triangle. Take 100 pictures while you're following the composition rules and guidelines. And then at the end of that day, rest and prepare yourself for the following day. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we are going to be practicing so much because photography is not a skill that you just cram, but it's a skill that is fully practical. After this practice, I believe now you're good when it comes to taking pictures. The more you practice and the more you keep on taking pictures is the more you're going to become better. If two people are tasked, one is very good when it comes to pottery and the second one is someone who is just learning how to make pots, and these two people are tasked to make pots, but the one who is good is tasked to make one pot by the end of every month, and one who is not good is tasked to make a pot every single day. You'll see that after a certain period of time, when you compare these two people, all these two individuals, and you look at the pots they are making, you'll see that one who has been making pots every single day is becoming very better at the skill of making pots. So the more you practice is the more you're going to get good at this skill. On the next step, you will need to download photo editing softwares, all photo applications. There is Photoshop, there is Lightroom, there is Snapseed, and there are all these other softwares that photographers use to edit their photos. Watch videos about these softwares. Watch videos and tutorials about how to navigate these softwares, and by the end of every video, get some of the best pictures that you took in the previous days. Start practicing what you have learned in the tutorials with these photos, and by the end of this day, you will have learned the basics about photo editing. Keep on practicing editing, keep on watching tutorials, and as time goes by, you'll become good at photo editing. Now that you know photo editing, the next step is to go on the internet, read about how you can take good pictures during daytime. Go out, practice taking nice pictures during daytime. That is because sometimes when you're shooting pictures outside during daytime, you're going to face challenges of the sun going up and going down, but also there is a challenge of climate. So you need to learn how to take nice pictures during the daytime. After watching these videos, after reading about this topic, go out and take 100 pictures. By the end of this exercise, you will be better than how you started when it comes to taking pictures during daytime. Take a rest. On the following day, we shall read about how to take good pictures during nighttime. When you read about taking pictures during nighttime, you'll see that the camera settings are going to change from the camera settings you have been using while you're taking pictures during daytime. Practice, take 100 pictures at night, compare them with the pictures you have been taking. You'll see that you're getting better at this skill. You're good now at taking pictures at night, and you're good with taking pictures during daytime. On the following day, read about how to take good indoors pictures. This skill will teach you how to take pictures inside rooms. After watching every video, after reading every blog that talks about this topic, go and practice. Take 100 pictures while you're inside your house, while you're inside that room, while you're inside any closed area. By the end of this exercise, you'll be good at setting your camera for that environment and taking good pictures while you're in closed environments. Now that you're good at this, we are going on the next stage. One thing about taking pictures in closed environments, you'll see that your pictures don't come out as they used to come out when you're outside. So this is where you go on the internet and you read about how to use a speed light, how to use a flash. Use the knowledge you have attained in those videos, you have attained in those blogs. Practice what it says. Get a speed light, put it on your camera and start taking pictures. You'll see with a speed light, your pictures are now getting more light, your pictures are looking more sharper, your pictures are better than the pictures you have been taking indoor without a speed light. If you practice the steps that I've shared with you in this video, trust me, you will become a great photographer in less than a month. Keep learning, keep practicing, and in no time you will start getting paid for what you have learned and what you have invested time. And as you're taking these pictures, post them on your Instagram, post them on your Facebook, post them on your WhatsApp status, and keep sharing these pictures with your friends while you're asking them what they think. Shoot, learn, repeat. That is the formula that you will need to put into your workflow, and in no time you will be a good photographer. One concept that so many photographers ignore, or one concept that so many people ignore: when you become good when it comes to taking pictures, go and look for videos about how to start up a photography business and how to make money as a photographer. These principles are good to learn when you're starting, because at the end of the day, you are learning the skill to make money. You are learning the skill so that you better your life, despite of the fact that it is a passion at the start. But there comes a point when people start calling you because they are seeing those amazing pictures you're posting online, and they would like you to take their pictures, and they would like you to take some work for them. And when you get to that point, it becomes a business. So learning about the business side of photography while you're starting is very, very important. My name is Pius Jagenda. If this video has been useful to you, don't forget to like and also to subscribe. In case there is anything that I've not shared, feel free to comment that in the comment section. In case there is also anything you'd like me, or there is any topic you'd like me to tackle and take you through, please comment that also in the comment section. In the next video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the YouTube channels and some of the individuals that you will need to follow along this journey, and they will teach you more than what any institution will ever teach you about photography. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.